spring is ending, and it's sad. Like, it's over. I'm saying goodbye to some of our favorite shows and hello to summer. What were your guys' favorites of spring? I mean, I know I have a few. It was actually very difficult to choose my favorites, and I think I have a really hard time placing them in order. I know for me, I'm just gonna list them off.
Just list them off.
Yeah. Just gonna let it out. I had Food Wars, My Love Story, Blood Blockade Battlefront, too many B's, Kekai Sensen, and Sound Euphonium. So those were my favorites. Some of them are still ending this week, so I'm just like, hurry up and put your finale. It's kind of sad because Kekai Sensen actually had its finale delayed until sometime. They don't know. So instead of having a 30-minute show, they decided to extend their finale. So that's cool, but now there's no time slot for it.
Oh.
So it's supposed to air this past weekend, but instead they're like, okay, we're going to delay it till like July 4th. And now they're like, well, it's too long, so it'll air sometime.
So it's basically in some sort of weird release date window?
Yeah.
So can they at least put it online?
I don't know. Like, I don't think they're going to, because I think they want to air it on TV for, obviously
for the
simulcast, sure,
but
they have to probably wait till they can have it up on TV before we can get it online. So it's just like, no.
Oh, man.
Kind of one of my favorites. I know My Love Story and Food Wars are continuing on. Like, they're a little bit longer, but I think Kekai Sensen is ending. Even though it's been selling really well, we haven't heard anything about a season 2, and it could definitely have more episodes.
Would you keep going with it if there was a season 2?
Oh, yeah. Like, there's a lot of manga chapters that they kind of just skipped. And the anime actually had its own original arc for it, too, which was really good. Like, they did a great job with it. And so I just want to know how it ends. Just give it to me. And also really like Sound Euphonium, which is another one that's actually ending this season. I've been saying how amazing it is for anybody who loves band and just in general. Like, it's just a really great slice of life. It takes, being in a school club that's competitive, like, really seriously, and not just, oh, well, we're here and we're messing around. It's like, no, we're practicing really hard. And there's a lot of drama that revolves around that. And who's going to be the soloist and all this really other great stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend that. And those were my favorite. It sucks.
I tried to watch that last night, actually, to have a
Yeah.
music theme going. So I had Your Lie in April, and it was like, Sound Euphonium, that's going to be great. And for some reason, my internet just went, and I couldn't watch it on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
So
No, Crunchyroll was having problems, I think, last night, because I was also having trouble with
Oh,
it.
you were too? Okay.
Mine was fine.
Well,
They
you're
like you better
special.
than us.
I don't know. I mean, I had a game plan last night because obviously it's hard to get through all the shows that you want to watch. I mean, like, I have a ton. Like, I just listed off my favorite as like 4 shows, which is cheating. But it's kind of hard because you just have to pick which ones you want to stick with. So last night I was just trying to marathon through them so we could talk about it today. But as for what I actually kept up with, like, every week I was like, I have to keep up with this. Even though I love My Love Story so much, I actually got behind. It wasn't one of the ones that I was like, this has to be a priority. So if we're kind of going based on that as to which is my favorites, it would have to be Food Wars, Kekai Sensen, and actually Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works. Even though it had some rough episodes. If you guys haven't been watching that, like I've talked about it a little bit before, it's its 2nd season, so it's finally just like ending. And if you want to talk about it with me, hit me up on Twitter, because I was a little disappointed with some of that. The 2nd season is actually really rough. The 1st season was a lot more fun, really good character development, and for some reason the second season, I mean, it's like the second half of it, is really slow. And I heard that's kind of how it is in the visual novel, too. It got really repetitive, like where there was supposed to be character growth. It was like, I'm just going to say the same thing across 3 or 4 episodes over and over and over. All right, cool. Please just fight now. That was me. I was like, please just die, fight,
Wow.
kill the other guy, do something.
I like how that's your first option.
Yeah, not even just fight, just die already.
It's just so annoying. And I don't really want to talk about it just because I don't want to be spoilery for anybody who is just getting into Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works. But I really do like how it ended, though. Like, it had a good epilogue episode, and the episode before the finale had like an amazing fight scene. Ufotable does a great job with their animation, and it's just like so crisp and satisfying. So yeah, I kept up with that one, but just because I had friends that talked about it with it. But it's definitely not one of my favorites. I mean, it's good. happy I watched it, but overall a little bit disappointed with how it ended. In a way, like I guess overall, like how the pacing went and how the character growth went, but Reen's the best. That's all. Yay, anime.
Yay!
So what was your guys' favorites? Like what have you been into?
Me first. Mine's gonna be like the shortest. So it's a little hard for me to say because I usually like to hold my opinion until I finish, and I haven't finished a lot of the ones that I like. It's kind of strange. It's kind of like with you, where if I like it, almost for me, I don't feel as like pushed to like finish it right now. It's almost like I want to wait and savor it.
Right.
So my favorite, honestly, is My Love Story, but I haven't gotten super deep into
so
it.
Good.
It's almost like I've been holding it as like my post E3 I think treat.
Yeah.
Like I'm done with all the crazy planning. So now I can like sit back and watch this. And the stuff I've finished, I haven't been as excited for. So if I had to pick one, it would be My Love Story from this particular season. And there are others that I'm hoping to finish because then I think when I finish it, that'll determine where the needle falls, right?
Right. Cool.
Yep, I also throw my vote behind Ore Monogatari, My Love Story, because it's so wonderful. It makes you feel all warm and fuzzy, and you've got this shonen character in a bishoujo world, and it's so cute. It's exactly the kind of palate cleanser that you need when you have more serious, heavy stuff that you're watching. Then you have this very light and fluffy.
There's also balance.
It's kind of nice because
it's definitely balanced.
Yeah, it has like a great like comedic aspect with also the romance, and they pair really well together. And it doesn't ever feel like unnatural. Like the relationship is totally understandable for high schoolers, like freshman high schooler. It's just first romance.
It's just so cute.
It's so cute. And I was telling people at house party about how like this guy was like, I'm not really into like the
I was there,
shoujo anime, but this one is just so good. I'm like, yes, because they just do such a great job of capturing like the awkwardness of your first relationship and all the like the fuzzy feelings, but also how that relationship affects people around you. And, like your best friend, and how your best friend's like begrudging, like, I'll be the third wheel, I'll help, kind of thing. But also placing an importance on your best friend is not just the relationship around you, and not just boyfriend girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
So,
which I definitely like, because it's like you remember that, you remember like your first kind of awkward relationship, and you also remember when like your best friend got a boyfriend or something like that, and you you go through that weird thing of like you feel a little, I don't know if jealous is the right word, but you feel a little shunted aside, and you try to
you don't know how you fit in anymore.
You don't know how you fit in anymore, and so I like that they kind of address all of that. Plus the animation is really awesome.
It's great. Yeah. So many great memes and stuff out of that too.
That's why I wish I could bake like her.
Yeah, me too.
No kidding. Man, some of that stuff looks good, which is why it's just like, I really wish that I could get through Food Wars, because I'm like, it's so awesome. Like I don't mind food porn. Like, I know that sounds strange to say, but I'm like, food is sexy.
This is like literal food porn.
This is like,
this is the weirdest, it's like food porn. It's like, really cool images of food. But
I heard someone yell at you from across the room at house party, like, Food Wars.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And the quality, like the animation quality is really amazing. I'm not super thrilled with the porn is all, because I'm no fan, I know.
I think definitely get through it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah. And it isn't...
And to be fair, it balances out the...
It tapers off just a little bit. Like the first episode is the definitely most forward-facing food porny, weird, like it's more ecchi. I mean, it's not really porn because it's not. It's not that, but it's got.
It's more pervy than.
It's ecchi.
I wouldn't say super pervy either. It's just a little in your face. But to be fair, we talked about this in the first episode. Everyone gets naked, so it's not just aimed at. I mean, to be
that
fair,
happens the entire time too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good. Just keep with it.
Yeah, and all the guys are cut, so
it's pretty good. Yeah, they are.
And that's why Miranda keeps watching.
If we're taking a vote, we have to probably say, just as the IGN Anime Club kind of favorite, not necessarily the best anime critically or anything, but we have to say the favorite is My Love Story.
Yeah.
Just because it's so unanimous. I think.
Yeah, that is like it was on my list.
Yeah.
It overlaps between all of us. But let us know, what was your guys' favorite? We're going to have a poll in the article, so we want to know, what is your favorite anime of spring 2015? Because that's always fun to watch.